Hey, the best squad. It's your girl, Ebony, the best. So, y'all know I'm upset. Y'all know I'm not having it with Heckle and Jeckle, Tom and Jerry, stuttering Stanley, aka Carlos and Martell. But before I get started, let me start by saying everything that I'm about to say, it's alleged, it's all in my opinion, and it's all for entertainment purposes. With that being said, y'all, I'm gonna go over this 10K view interview that Martell and his little friend put together. So let me start by sharing the screen because I'm gonna break this down. It's the nerve and the audacity for me. Okay, it is the nerve and the audacity. So Carlos called himself interviewing Martell. Huge mistake. Huge mistake because nobody wants to see both of you. We've seen enough. Okay? And y'all could sit there and kiki and laugh about what's going on, laugh about the numbers, laugh about us not watching the show, laugh about it all. When it goes all the way down to 120K view, let's see if you're going to have that same energy, Carless, Mr. Careless. So let me start by letting y'all hear this foolery.
In the building. Yes, I am talking.
Move some of it.
Martell doing?
No, because
I want to hear all that garbage.
When I see them, they ready. Come on, man.
And here he brought his hoish mentality. Okay. And Carlos, I think this whole thing that you've been telling for the longest, talk about, oh, people be asking you, the crap probably only happened one time and you running with it. It probably only happened one time because I remember when you said this same story on season 1. Okay? So you're just running with this lie to make Martell feel good about himself.
y'all think I'm messy. Martell is an actual.
Ain't nobody asking you for Martell. So let's be clear. It happened one time and you've been running with it since.
Best. No, I've said this to all of you guys in nausea. So I'll just say it again. The audience already knows. But a lot of them have always said, we want to see Martell and Melody back together.
And that's people like yourself that is not respecting Melody and what she did. I said it before in my last content. I understand your choice in relationship, and I understand that you don't have a relationship with a woman. Not to say that you can't be going through the same thing that Martell and Melody is going through. But until you are there, Mr. King, don't be telling Martell how people want him back together. You must learn to respect what Mel had asked you to. Don't do it.
That's been a lot of the comments that I'll get from Black women who I could be in the gym. This happened to me last week in the gym. It happens to me when I'm on a flight. When a Black woman sits next to me, she'll look at me,
And if you was any type of real man or real friend like you claim you are to Mel, which we know you not, you would have said, you know what? We have to respect her decision for leaving him based on their situation. But you didn't do that. You didn't do that. You laugh and kiki as if it's funny. It's not.
Look around and she'll do this. She'll do this. Now look, I know who you are. I'm not gonna blow your spot up, but I love you. I love what you're doing. And can you get Martell and Melody back together? I'd be like, girl, I am not Jesus. Like, I don't have the power to do that.
Oh.
I said, I have learned through my conversations with Martell and Melody that it's inappropriate to say that. That is more about making sure they're happy as individuals, and whatever their happiness means to them, that's what we should aspire for. And she said,
Martell happiness is to continue hearing y'all talk about him and Melody being together. Just like he said to Kimmy, he ain't gonna stop them no more from trying to talk about him and Melody being together.
okay, but I still want you to, and I'm like, okay, fine. But knowing that, is that something you get as well when you run into fans of the show?
Of course. Because I think that was some of the show's
It's only your pick-me's.
better moments when we were together, you know.
It's what you show on camera because, baby, truth be told, Melody said you did not have a great 1-year anniversary because of your disrespect to her, which we know you like to have things done behind closed door. You don't want nobody knowing how you were abusing her allegedly emotionally.
But yeah, you know, everybody has have their own opinion on how things should go and where we should be in life. But you know, we're just gonna live our life and we'll see what happens as the future.
Ain't nothing gonna happen, nigga. Ain't nothing gonna happen. What's gonna happen is God's gonna keep telling her, go, and you gonna continue to be the misguided, the liar, the hoe of it all, right? To these little dirty females. Because judging from what we see, Negro, Pussy have no face to you. Okay? It has no face. So you will eat literally from anybody's table. Let's be clear.
Future unfolds. That sounds good, don't it?
What? Yeah, this is it right here, y'all. This is what I hate. This is his narcissistic behavior. Talk about it sounds good. Ain't you supposed to be in a relationship? Ain't you supposed to be eating Ariane from the front to the back? Bye-bye.
Is that your final statement on that topic?
Yeah. Have you talked to Melody about that?
And she's not interested. It's a hard no.
Yeah, nah. I think we both good right now. You know, we really working hard to get along for the kids right now. You know, I think we got a lot more stepping stones to go before we even blink at each other. You know,
Melody will never blink at you ever again. Accept that and move on, sir.
I don't know.
Well, look, I think I'm honest by saying this. I think at the end of the day, we're all just praying for the situation because, again,
what situation are you praying for? What situation are you praying for? Are you praying for Martell to behave like a person with some sense? Are you praying for Martell to behave like a rural man and not a queen?
There are kids involved, and at the most, we want to make sure that everybody is happy in terms of whatever that.
Melody's happy, sir. Melody is happy. You don't need to worry about her. Worry about getting this fool under control.
That means for them. And one thing I know producing the show is
it's crazy how he says Melody talks to him and they kiki and they talk, but yet still you can't blatantly say, well, you know, as for Melody, I know she has moved on. We see that she has moved on, and we're just encouraging everybody to do the same and make themselves happy. You can't say that. That's why I say Carlos use a two-faced person.
The world's opinion or their thought of what happiness looks like oftentimes does not mean that the person they're wishing the happiness for agree on what that may mean for themselves, right? So when it comes to you and your relationship with your ex-wife, and we saw tonight's episode, we saw this season, there's been a lot of dialogue about court battles and custody. And again, we have a reunion to tape.
The funny thing about it, you haven't asked Martell, why would you take your mom take Melody to court, the same woman that you said that you would hold her hand, and you see exactly what Martell is doing to her, but yet still you haven't said, but Martell, do you really want the kids, or are you just doing this out of spite to get back at Mel?
And unlike a lot of people, I save my questions and answers for the reunion because the show that pays me too. So we won't get into a lot of stuff because we got to talk about a lot at the reunion. But when it comes to you and your ex-wife, how are you two doing right now?
Look at the nigga. Look like he about to lie. Look. You see he trying to make up the lie? You see his face? He's trying to make up the lie.
Collectively, I think we're doing good. We're doing much better after court.
Y'all, I'm doing this because I love y'all, but this nigga is getting on my nerves. You're doing better after the court, after you release all the information to your people and hear him tell on himself.
We would have been doing amazing if both of us, now let me be real, we would have been doing great if she was following what the judge put out a long time ago. Her being held in contempt of court on some.
How is Mel held in contempt of court? Wouldn't you have told your pick-me's this too? Wouldn't that be in the court to say she was held in contempt? But we learned that you was in contempt of court.
Many different levels is what caused me to be upset and angry, because I don't want to take her to court. I kept asking her to.
You did.
Just abide by what the judge's orders are. That's it.
It's the control. It's a control. You want to control her.
And now that she is, we're in a much better place.
See, this is what upset me. Martell wanted to have control still over Melody. Have control by talking to her over the phone. Have control by being in communication with her and not with his children only. He's not the first to go into divorce. He's not the first to, where you don't need to deal with the mom, but deal with the father on the kids only. You're not the first, Martell, but because you still want to be in control of Mel's life. I can't stand him, yo.
One of the kids got to go to the doctor. She called, let me know what happened. If something goes on at the school, if I don't already know, she's gonna call me and enlighten me what's going on. Or, now, Martell, I'm going out of town. Will you get the kids for me? Yes. I watched the kids for like 3 or 4 days. And hey, Mel, I'm about to go out of town. You watch the kids.
Is this where y'all, when we saw Melody had the kids for a couple of weeks? Remember, I don't know, sometime a couple months, maybe a couple months ago, maybe in April or so, we saw Melody and we were wondering, why does Melody have the kids all week this week? So is he telling the truth about that? Is he telling the truth about that? And there's time when we're like, okay, Melody don't have the kids this week. Could it be that he has the kids?
I will, Martell. And I took the kids. She got the kids and kept them for a couple of days for me. And I think that's what effective co-parenting is. Giving that parent first right of refusal. But yeah, that's what effective co-parenting is. Knowing that parent is a parent 24/7, no matter if I have custody of the kids this week, like I have them now. If Melody says she want to get the kids for a day or take them out to eat while I have them, of course, come and get them. I would love that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to get her there. If
you ain't trying to get her nowhere, you scumbag.
If I want to get the kids for any particular reason, any day, like she'll be cool with that. But it's just right.
The difference between you and Melody is that she's abiding by the court order, just in case you messed up, because she know the type of Negro you are.
Now it's been forced by the courts for her to do certain things, but I'm loving it though, and that's just the way parents should be anyway. Like she messaged me this morning, Mother's Day coming up Sunday, and she told me, well, I got to go look at the court paperwork to see what it's supposed to be. I'm like, Melody, you don't even got to look at that. Whatever you want to do, you just do it. You know what I'm saying? So since day one, I've been trying to co-parent the best that I could. And so, yeah, now she is, and we get along very well, very well.
Well, look, I think at the end of the day, hearing that you two are getting along and what that means for you two is a great start. And again, we'll dive more at the reunion because she's not here to defend herself. But
Hey, call her right quick. Call her right
Oh my God.
quick. I love that. That's what I want. So when we come to this reunion, Carlos, we need to sit there and talk because a lot of untruth is being told on that television, with the edits and stuff like that. I know we got to make a good show, but that stuff be killing the hell out of me. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, damn, she lied about this? Is it aired
What am I lied about? You know what?
on TV and all these millions of folks who watches it, they really believe certain things, and I hate that shit. You know what I'm saying? And like for me, it's like the court paperwork, it shows the truth of everything, who was co-parenting effectively and who wasn't. And
we see how the other blogger got the information because you sent it out, Martell. You did.
Who's trying to, to make sure everything's going accordingly, and for the kids' sake, So yeah, so when we do, if we saving anything for what is it, November?
I don't know the exact month, but it'll be around that time. But look, I think listen, one thing about the reunion is the fact that it is a fair ground for everybody to get things out of there. And look, one thing about
it's not fair, Carlos. Let me say what everybody's about to say. It ain't fair, Carlos. We know who your favorite is, okay?
Oh, please.
You side with Melody too much.
Well, if you read what people are saying now, they're saying you're my favorite. So everyone thinks that.
I guess they saw that chemistry that we had in Atlanta.
Yeah, we see it. Y'all may be laughing about it, but we see it. That's what you are.
Apparently, for the past couple of weeks, you're my favorite because I guess I had to babysit you to do interviews because a grown man is unable to do interviews.
Right. And why are you upset? Because he just said it. He just said it. That Melody was the one that does all the speaking. Okay, then.
He's on his own. But it's one of those things where I'm glad you're laughing because I laugh at it too. And I think listen, I love the fans. I know that they have strong opinions. I'm never, and quote me on this, I'm never going to be anybody who takes things personally because y'all don't know me personally. So I'm not going to take this funny shade about Mel is your favorite. Oh no, it's Martell. Oh, they got this chemistry. Oh, let's add this song. It was me and you got a good laugh at that stupid video because listen, y'all attacking the wrong people because we don't care. Do that to people who's going to clap back at y'all, but
right.
But we don't.
Yeah, it's y'all gonna care when we get them numbers all the way down.
Listen, we don't care.
We don't laugh at all.
But anyways, my favorite is me. Okay. I love you all. One of the things that happened last week that a lot of people talked about was the birthday party, the girls' birthday party, and how you showed up uninvited because when I say uninvited, I mean Melody did not invite you. And apparently, again, we'll talk about this more at the reunion, but the cliff notes is she did not invite you.
I'm trying to figure out if you're gonna get to the point where he yelled and screamed at Miss Van.
Said you could get the kids later.
No, I think she did invite me because again, I don't think my daughter Mariah. I don't think Mariah, my daughter, is gonna lie on her mom.
She didn't invite you
to her dad. So I think that Melody told Mariah that your dad can come. Behind closed doors, Melody wanted to tell Mariah to say that I can't. So she wanted to put in Mariah's head that your dad can come, but then still keep me away. That's how she did last year. So that's why I said I should.
This guy get on my nerves. Last year, you didn't show up. Last year, isn't it? Mel said that it's in court documents where it shows that you were somewhere else. You didn't pop up. Why? Because you didn't know that she was dating somebody. So you didn't pop up then.
This year should be my year. Mm-hmm. Mariah said that, email me. I got the email. He said, Mommy said you can come to the birthday party, Dad. And I'm like, cool. I'm coming. You know what I'm saying? So I got my daughter them a gift.
You didn't walk in with no gifts.
And I went. I went to the birthday party. And Melody, I felt that she didn't want to be there. I parked right beside her. I parked outside right there, well, a couple of cars down. She saw me, she passed by me. The kids ran over there and talked to me. So my thing is, don't make a big scene. If you say I'm not invited, or just like, hey Martell, you need to go. She should have told me right then. Well, I parked right there beside her, but she didn't.
Didn't Mel tweeted that she talked to you 30 minutes before and told you that you were not invited, but you still showed up? Production saved you a spot beside Melody. Um, hmm.
So I came in, and as soon as I step in, then she want to say something, and I'm like, wow, my kids already saw me here, so I'll go ahead and I guess we probably had a little bit too much to say then. But my thing is, I'm saying people that
Wasn't he the only one being aggressive? And then Mel Cousins had to step in?
not even friends with. I see family and stuff
People she's not friends with. You talking about Letitia? That's your problem. You mad because Letitia and Melody is on good terms, but you wanted everybody to hate Mel.
like that. Even though I know she put together this birthday party, but I'm the father. We're not into it, anything like that. If I had a party, of course
Is that why you send her how many roses again? Okay.
the mom can come. Come, you're the mom. This ain't about me. That's the thing. So for me, she tried to make it about her. For some odd reason, she want to make it seem like daddy's not there. And you having a birthday party. She know I didn't have a birthday party planned.
And you could have had your own birthday party. Are we serious?
The thing is, I know what Mariah wanted most. She wanted to go see her favorite YouTuber. Like last year, I took her and Malia to DC because that's what she wanted to do. She wanted to do it again this year. So I got her tickets to Papa Raquel. That was their birthday gifts right there. But again, anytime my kids are being celebrated, I think both parents should be there. I don't care if they're being celebrated in school, athletics, birthdays, anything.
That was Melody's personal birthday party for her daughter. It has nothing to do with school or gaming. Those are free, public, open places where you can go, Martell. But again, you want it to be about you. You wanted to see who she was with. And that's why you showed up, because you didn't show up last year like you showed up this year.
We both should be there. And I don't think that we should have separate parties. To me, that's confusing the child.
Confusing the children is you stepping out on your marriage. Confusing your children is you bringing a little baby into the mix, right? And not explaining to the children, oh, why our household has split. Have you apologized to your children yet, Martell? That's confusing. Why you're no longer with mommy. You're sick.
You know what I'm saying? Like Melanie and I, we get along with each other until we jump on TV or something like that. She want to paint a.
So now you're trying to make it look like Melody is secretly talking to you, but then when she comes on TV, she's making it look like y'all don't get along. Boy, bye.
Narrative, and I think it's very unfortunate, for the kids too. But I'm beginning to say it is what it is.
You're right. It is what it is. It is what it is. Now, I don't understand why Carlos took half of his segment to talk about Melody.
One last thing about that, then we'll move on from it. In tonight's episode, we saw that
it's crazy how Carlos didn't have ask him questions like, was it court ordered though? Was it her term to her time to have the children? Can you show us the receipt to show that your daughter said it was okay for you to come, and where Melody clearly states on Twitter that you were not invited?
And was played something that alluded to you not being able to get your daughter later that day. Although she said that that's what you wanted. So what?
I'm sorry. Let's say her name, Carlos. Let's say her name. It's Melody Shari. Let's say her name. We're not going to play that game.
What happened with that in terms of you being unable to get her later that day at the day of her birthday?
So my thing is, it was more of the celebration, because I already knew that it was Melody's time for the birthday. It was her year for the birthday. She got the odd years, I have the even years. Already know that. But if it come into play where, because I mean, I didn't make plans to get her. She didn't tell me previously, Martell, you can go ahead and plan a birthday party for your daughter. You get on her birthday. She never said that to me. We didn't even talk. You know what I'm saying? But my thing is, Mariah invited me to a birthday party. So okay, I'm about to go to my daughter's birthday party. Period.
Let's see. Melody's supposed to tell you, the so-called father of the year, that you need to plan a party for your daughter. Melody said you haven't planned a party since y'all divorced. Why would you, Mr. Father of the Year, want Mel to tell you that you need to do something that you know you're supposed to do? Oh, you a liar.
It wasn't about me trying to have another birthday party for her outside of that, So my thing is, I wanted to see my baby girl on her birthday and wish her happy birthday, hug her and kiss her. And
that's not the question he asked you, though, Martell. You're going off in a tantrum onto something else that has nothing to do with the question he asked you.
And wanted to just celebrate then and there, So my thing is, in terms of she can't. My thing is, don't try to control me.
There it is right there. You don't want Melody to control you, but you want to control her and everything that she does.
You can get her at 5 o'clock. You go tell me right now I can get I have something planned or something like that,
No, speak the truth. You had something planned to show up at Todd and Candy's event. And be truthful.
So it's not like I'm going to allow you to hold me hostages like I'm...
She wasn't holding you hostage. You took yourself up there for no particular reason when you know you weren't invited to start something and production was looking for a moment. Let's be clear.
Like a child or something like that. So I did what I wanted to do. I still would have...
Did you hear that? He do what he wants to do. That's it right there. He do what he wants to
love
do.
Love to stake that to celebrate her on her birthday there, Like, what I'm gonna do, take her to get some ice cream? I mean, we do that. It's a lot of... And I know I heard some people say that, like, you're doing stuff just for TV. Like, what the fuck? Do you guys know what... I've been doing field trips with my kids since day one. I've been like that parent that goes eat lunch with my child. I do everything, with sports and all that. I sign all my kids up for sports and all that kind of stuff. I'm there. I'm a parent that's there, motivating their children, supportive of their children.
Go support Baby Knox. Go support Baby Knox.
Just want the best for their children, period. So it like behooves me for someone to even have the audacity to say I'm doing something for TV or clout or something like that by going to my daughter's birthday party. They're my kids. I'm raising my kids. I take care of my kids. I've been the protector since day.
Are you paying child support for them?
My kids. So I don't know when to ever think that. It's a lot of stuff in my phone that I don't put out, that I don't put on Instagram and Facebook. I don't do shit for TV. I don't do nothing for...
Are you implying that Mel is?
Social media, That's just to bring people in my life just a little bit. But I do...
Y'all see Carlos' face look like he want to cry again? You see that look?
So much that people will probably be applauding me nonstop.
We will never applaud you for nothing.
They saw me doing all the stuff that I do with and for my children. But for me, it ain't for them. It ain't for TV. It ain't for nobody but them and myself. And, that's why I really want to just make sure I'm at their party celebrating, And it hurts me to the core that Melody make it seem like it's something other than that.
Ain't this the same nigga that was in confessional that couldn't keep his cool when it was the destined trip, and he was there hoping that God will bring them back together? The same one who sent her some roses So what are you trying to imply? That Mel is trying to make it seems like you ain't trying to reach out to her when you are? Okay, boy.
Like, and for real, Melody should have said, Martell, you can get the kids this year on their birthday because I know what I said last year, you wasn't able to really celebrate them on their birthday. The lies that she had, she should have felt in her heart that you can have Mariah and Malia for the birthday. She didn't.
You didn't throw a birthday party. You took your daughter to YouTube, like you said, that you to see her favorite YouTuber. Why didn't you plan a birthday party instead? Mel did.
She didn't even call me for Malia's birthday last year.
She don't need to call you. You're sicko.
She told Mariah that she sent the invitation to her birthday. She never sent me an invitation.
Also, who took the invitation? Who took it? Who took it from your phone? The fact that you're looking to the side, you lying.
I don't know what she did to her phone, but made it seem like she sent me
Hear this nigga talk about phone. What? I cannot.
an invitation, but she didn't. She said I was in Atlanta. I'm like, damn.
Were you in Atlanta?
Here, I went as far as calling my attorney, told my attorney that I didn't get an invitation. The judge said I can go to the birthday party last year, but
you were in Atlanta. You were celebrating actually also Coleslaw's daughter, a child that's not yours. Okay, we saw you. The baby father of Coleslaw's daughter made sure you were seen.
Yeah, Melody didn't send me an invitation to a party, so yeah, then I left. So yeah, I mean, it hurts me to the core that she even trying to paint this narrative. I hate it, and then for people to be going against me when I'm opposite than what people think of me,
Okay, boy. Same nigga that came on YouTube, all that old Melody, please leave me alone. You've moved on. I've moved on. Negro, you have not moved on. You the same person who came and tried to make it look like Melody was sleeping with the whole squad.
Oh, what y'all think of me? That's not me.
But it is you.
In certain situations,
do you think you're misunderstood?
I'm very misunderstood.
No, you're not.
Yeah, because like right now, people be like, Martell, you just so angry, you need to go get some help. Like, no.
You said it yourself when you were having a conversation with your mother that you really need to sit down and talk because you have a lot in you.
When false narratives are painted against you and people are thinking it's true, it hurts me in so many different ways. It hurts me with business. Carlos, you one of the people that would say, hey guys, all you guys, start a business and do this, do that. But when it comes to me, it hurts me.
Good, and it's gonna continue to hurt you.
Melody say one thing, like she cried, I think 2 episodes ago, talking about her trying to be a co-parent and she want to see her kids every day. I'm like, God damn. I said, she's good. She hasn't been trying to be a good co-parent. She don't want to see her kids every day. Because if she wants to, she can. My doors are always open for her to get.
I'm so sick of this. Y'all don't understand.
These kids whenever she wants to. I see my kids almost every day.
No, you don't.
You know why? Because I go support them in athletics. I'll go eat lunch with them. And then my 7 days, I do the same thing. The same thing.
And either you or Sheree's lying.
And court records show that I have been the co-parent.
Oh, we saw what you put out, what you gave your little fake friends to put out.
That any person would want to co-parent with, period. So I don't like that narrative being painted of me. And being misunderstood, that's exactly what it is. And it's so unfortunate. And it hurts me.
Your baby mama say you same, and that people should be careful of you because she's actually scared of you of what you can do. Okay, that's what your baby mama said.
Every freaking day I think about it, so I try not to even think about it. And I'm always there for my kids, and that's what makes me happy right there. The kids. I don't even do much. I don't go many places. I don't do much. I don't like doing interviews. I just like thinking about. I'm gonna continue.
I'm just sick that Carlos sitting here letting him ramble on.
Support my children, and be there for them. Make sure I'm there at all their games. Sign them up for whatever I feel is necessary for them to sign up for. Like just now, I just got back from field day. I volunteered a few hours up there at their field day. I always want to see my kids. I want them to see me in a positive light.
Too late for that, Negro.
I want them to see me being very supportive and knowing that no matter what they might read on social media,
Because you know they're at that age where they're going to read.
they see who their dad really is. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I want people to know too. But I always tell people, like, if you meet me, you'll love me. You know, and
Your picnics will.
most people that meet me, they love me.
But
And I
have you
always tell,
ever? We talked about this before.
yeah,
In terms of the social media tsunami, I'll call it that, right? Of vitriol and just angst and like hatred. Because one thing I know is the noise of people attacking you on social media
yeah,
is sometimes louder than your real life. Have you
of
ever
course.
met a fan of the show that attacked you to your face or said bad things to you, or do you meet people who just love you?
To be real, as much hatred about as I read, I would think everybody would have something negative to say once they met me. But no, I have not met a person that
You've only been meeting your picnics.
didn't like me. So they might dislike me online, but when I meet them, I mean, face to face, they want pictures. They go as far as try to kiss me and all that kind of stuff. And
And for the person who tries to kiss you, there's nasty. Let me send you the clip of what Coleslaw said he does with his mouth.
it just they take it.
Literally eating ish.
Some people they take it too far though.
They try to put up when they, like kiss your lips.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's gotten crazy. It's gotten crazy. Hey, listen. And our fans, most of those older women. Oh man.
Yes.
But
Oh, I know. They like I said, those who be at the airport, child, they be like, Mr. King. I'm like, yes, ma'am. I got it,
yeah,
ma'am. I'm sorry. Yes, it's the same
yeah,
thing.
right. But no,
But
I
one thing,
never met anyone that
go ahead.
really hates people because if you dive into it, it will tear you up. It will tear you down. But no, I thank God for allowing me to go through things years ago to
Mm.
strengthen me enough to like overcome these situations. Because I look at these situations like, man, this ain't. They, hey, listen. What's so funny
Yeah.
is I tell people in the store, I said, man, God took me through some stuff back in 2005, 2006.
Was robbing
I mean, for
into it.
real, to prepare me for days like this. Because like I tell people I'm built for this. You know what I'm saying? Like in terms of just
Nah,
going through
because
certain
best
things
believe if it hadn't been
people
for
talk
Melody,
about
you
me.
probably would still have a
Yeah.
record.
The
Because you would
only
do
thing I
it.
dislike is, it messes up my money. That's it. But what people say
Well,
about
this
me,
is
that's
it.
okay.
No. Let me say this to you. And
I
I
want to hear
want
that speech.
that you are a part of that show now to you, because to me it's one of
About that, but as time went on, to me it was just like a simple, he told her about me and we talked on the phone and we kind of had a lot in common.
What? Working
We
out?
finally met and we went out a few times and
when you
you
first
know
met her. What did you think of her?
this is a woman. This is a woman. She's
Hmm.
she's a wife. You know,
I'm laughing
I can
because
see that. I can really see that she would make a really good wife for
really,
real. I think she has
really,
all the
somebody
qualities
check on Coleslaw.
that would make a woman a wife.
Oh,
And to me,
Jesus.
first thing is, she's.
The fact that you
I'm
gotta
gonna leave it
think
right
so
there because
hard
I don't want to say certain things,
because you
and
don't think
almost make
anything
me
of
feel like,
her. Yeah, let's be real.
no, I'm gonna leave it right
You
there. But
don't
no,
think
yeah,
anything of
Okay, so
her,
you
and the
you don't
reason
want to you don't
why
want to say
you don't
much
want
about
to talk.
about
Let me mute
your
this.
feelings when y'all first met, but
The reason why he don't want to talk about um Sheree is because he knows Coleslaw is watching and he has to be careful of what he is saying and what comes out of his mouth. Boy, bye. You're not fooling us.
yeah.
and I respect that, but I do have to do my job and ask this follow up. Were you, because we're talking about how TV gives you one perception of somebody, then when you meet them in real life, right?
Okay.
So when you met Sheree for the first time, was she the person who you thought she was going to be based on her being on the show?
No, because I wasn't familiar with her being on her show.
Y'all hear this? You
I
didn't
wasn't familiar
familiar
with the Housewives
with
as it pertains to
Sheree
her.
being on the show,
You know,
but
I probably watched that a few times. You know, with like Nene.
but you know Nene
and Portia.
and you know Portia.
You know, I probably watched
you knew who Sheree
a
was.
couple
Girl.
times, a few times. But as it relates to her, yeah, no.
Because they are the OG, so you would have seen them.
So was the first date at a fancy restaurant?
We got to get her on the phone because hell, I don't want to mess this up. I don't know.
I don't want to mess this up. Your first date. But anyway, guys, he went on to talk about.
I'm so sorry. Damn. Nope, that's not it.
Let me try to.
Actually,
how angry
the first time that I met her,
how angry he got
was
of going.
Her friends, they were out.
Meet Sheree. I guess they were. She keep telling him that he's at this place, at that place, at this place, and every time he goes there, she's not there. So he finally arrived to where they really were, and Sheree was entertaining some other guys or whatever. So he got mad and left. Like, this Negro is an attention seeker. He is an attention ho. But guys, I'm done with this, because if y'all want to go see it, go over there to Carlos King channel and watch it. I hope it sits at 10K views, because I ain't got nothing else to say. Guys, go ahead, like, comment, subscribe. I am sick of Carlos, and I am definitely sick of his girlfriend. And somebody needs to call the African now, allegedly. I'm done.